pay these workers what they need. Not paying them on fraudulent basis. No, Labour cannot support that. So we are saying that he should follow due process. Any worker that does his job efficiently, very powerfully and good is entitled to his wage.
All efforts to reach the Director General proved abortive, but unconfirmed reports say most of their concerns have been sorted out.
More Christian pilgrims from Nasarawa State now have the opportunity to visit Israel as Governor Tanko Al-Makura has approved the sponsorship of 350 Christians for the 2013 pilgrimage. The governor announced this when he received a delegation from the Nigerian Christian Pilgrims Commission led by the Executive Secretary, Mr. John Okpara.
Aside from the approval of 350 pilgrims for this year's exercise, the state government also approved new vehicles for the State Pilgrims Welfare Board and promised to construct a permanent office for the board.
And he has requested that the Christians from Nasarawa State, the nearest state to Abuja. In fact, at times, like he said, when you are in Nasarawa, you think you are in Abuja. So that the Christians from the state will accompany him on that visit. So this year, he has requested me to plead with you to sponsor the Christians that will go with him on that journey.
In appreciation of Mr. President's gesture in reducing the rate for our Christian pilgrims, I would like to also compliment by increasing the number of our Christian pilgrims this year by God's grace. I will continue to enhance and promote this policy and leave a legacy so that any governor that comes after me must have to follow this template so that we can have a state where all of us live together.
At a separate meeting with some Islamic scholars, Governor Al-Makura urged Muslims to imbibe the culture of unity, holiness and sacrifice, which is the essence of the just concluded Ramadan.
One would learn from this special blessed period is sacrifice, is patience, is devotion, is submission absolutely to the will of God. Whatever you want to do, whatever you enjoy doing, at any time you wanted to, you have been restricted to comply by certain rules and regulations. And every true Muslim who follows this path would consider himself as someone who has adhered to the tenets of Islam.
The Islamic scholars spoke on the need for Muslims to be godly as a lesson learned from the month of Ramadan.
Truly the first.
Well, it's the second day of the holiday, but there was still some business. Here's Joke Rogers to tell us all about it. Joke.
Thank you, Ijoma. Some banking business. I must tell you, though the banks are closed for the holidays, but Guaranteed Trust Bank PLC is upgrading its social banking offering on Facebook to accommodate instant account opening. Prospective customers can now open accounts and immediately get their account numbers while on Facebook without having to visit any branch. According to the bank's managing director and chief executive officer, Mr. Segun Agbaje, all people have to do while on Facebook is fill the account opening form, upload their passport photograph and signature mandate, and immediately get their account number. Customers can also make account balance inquiries, perform money transfers, and purchase airtime in real time. GTBank says it remains the leading Nigerian financial services provider in the social media space with over 1.3 million followers on Facebook alone, the largest following for any Nigerian company. Nigeria's inflation rate will increase by 0.37% to 8.77% in July from 8.4% in June. This is according to a forecast made by the Financial Derivatives Company Limited ahead of the National Bureau of Statistics August 19th release date. Financial Derivatives believes the slow movement in base period prices was largely responsible for the rise in inflation. Also, the depreciation of the naira led to a rise in July's imported inflation figure, which pushed up the cost of imported goods and manufacturers' cost of input. The federal government is set to hand over the Power Holding Company of Nigeria, that's the PHCN, to private investors on September the 21st this year. That's according to the Bureau of Public Enterprises. The BPE says that the PHCN privatization is expected to earn the federal government about $2 billion. The federal government's privatization program has given the Nigerian economy a boost by creating a conducive atmosphere for greater private sector participation. Well, that's it on Business News. On the news at 10, Ijoma returns shortly.
First Bank, truly the first.
Still ahead on the news at 10, gunmen abduct 2 pilots working for Turkish Airlines in Lebanon. That's on the foreign scene. Do join us again.